on there, guys? We back with another one, and today we got Michael Strahan going at Skip Bayless for what he said about Damar Hamlin. Now, there's been a lot of people that has voiced their opinions based on some tweets that Skip Bayless had earlier this week, and now we're hearing from Michael Strahan, who didn't take such an aggressive approach with his. You know, he was very restrained in his emotional response to Bayless's tweets earlier this week, and this is what he had to say. I'll be right back.
You know, I've struggled with this in a lot of ways because it's not so much just about, you know, being an athlete and experiencing being on the field and being that close to guys, and then you see something happen to a young man like that. It's just, you don't have to be a football player to understand how big this was. And you spoke about humanity, and I think, but there were things done here by someone here at this network that were inhumane. And we sit here and we talk about how good, and I'm sorry to take it this way, but this route, but I just felt like sensible people and sensible human beings have a heart. And they understand that your words and what you say really have an impact, not only on that young man's family. And so all the attention should be on this young man and his recovery for sensible people like us here to say that it didn't affect anybody at this network, nobody at this network minded. That's a lie. Obviously didn't talk to us, because it matters to us, and it matters to any sensible human being that this young man's life was bigger than any football game. This young man will hopefully be back and forget about football, but just have a life. And his family has him. That's the most important thing. And I think that was kind of lost a little bit in all of this.
So you heard it right there from Michael Strahan, man. Now, it's been a lot of people saying that, you know, what Skip said wasn't that serious. It was misinterpreted. His co-workers, other than Shannon Sharpe, didn't have much of a problem with it. The people at the network didn't have a problem with it. And basically, Michael Strahan felt compelled to say that that was a lie because he's been hearing it from so many places. He said, if you hadn't talked to one of us, then you don't know how it feels. No matter what the PR team is saying, no matter what Skip is saying, no matter what anybody else is saying, this stuff was offensive to pretty much all of his colleagues at the company, you know, and I thought that was interesting. And it kind of addresses what Shannon said, you know, that the showrunners had a problem and they wanted Skip to clarify his tweets, you know, by him saying so many people at the network had a problem with it. And I feel like if Skip didn't see it before, he definitely sees it now. Does he care or not? That remains to be seen, but he knows that this is just not, and don't forget, you know, Michael Strahan is the same as Shannon as far as being a former player, so he's going to feel some sort of way about this. Skip needs to respect that a lot of people over there at well, not FS1 specifically, but at Fox, you know, just the parent company. A lot of them people over there that commentate and do different things, they were around the game at some point and still are very active around the game. So when you speak, you have to think about how the former athlete is going to interpret that, because most of them are part of that brotherhood, especially the Sunday crew. You're going to hear from, and I didn't expect certain people to say anything about Skip, you know, just around the game for obvious reasons, but I felt like Michael Strahan would let his voice be heard today. Now, I think you all saw, you know, the first play of the Bills game. Everybody was watching and everything, and we have Damar Hamlin's reaction to that first play. Did y'all see that first play of the game? You know, they ran it back on the first kickoff. That was like some destiny type of stuff, and that's one of the greatest sports moments I've seen in a long time. Just thinking about, for it to play out that way, the first kickoff of the game to get returned for a touchdown. After this is the first snap. I mean, not even snap. It's the first piece of football they played since the incident. And so Hamlin, he was blown away by it, man. And I think that's great to see him be able to be up and watch the game. You know, he still has a long road to recovery, but for him just to be up to see the game is an absolute blessing at this point, man. It's really cool. It's really cool. I'm going to share some of the tweets from his timeline, guys, and I want y'all to check them out. But hey, Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Until next time, peace.
We love you, Damar!